Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. It is time for Saturday with Stacy, YouTube number 193. I feel very confident that I can now say we are counting down to YouTube number 200. And now that we're in the 90s, I think we're gonna hit YouTube number 200. I just saw somebody going through the back. For those of you who are, they're turning off the lights. Closing time. For those of you who look in the back, you can see that the boxes are still there, leaning a little bit more precariously, but still standing. And some of you are like, why is she saying that? Because when you guys post comments, every now and then people will post a comment about the boxes in the back and how they're slowly starting to lean. What's in those boxes? Well, those boxes are filled with free gifts that you get with your purchases, whether it be a shop that did not hop purchase or a free gift for that, or one of the warehouse sales or an anniversary sale. That's got free stuff in it, free stuff that makes its way to you. So it's okay if they lean a little bit. They'll get opened and put into your packages. Okay, we have got a fun YouTube for you today. I'm working with product from Hot Off the Press. I'm working with product from Viva Decor. I'm working with product from Sizzix. And I love the kit that Hot Off the Press has put together. Now, some of you are going to say, kit, and yes, hang tight, trust me. We're gonna take something amazing that Hot Off the Press has put together, and we're going to Stacey-fy it. I like that, we're going to Stacey-fy it by adding a little more zazz and zhuzh and pizzazz to it with things that you probably already have in your crafting arsenal. I have got winner chicken dinner to talk about. I've got the names right here, but most important, I have my phone right here. I never have my phone with me when I'm doing the YouTubes because I don't want it to be a distraction. But I have texted David at Ellis, and David, our Sizzix guy, because I want to be able to offer something special this YouTube, but I thought about it very, very last minute. And so I text him literally at almost 6 o'clock sunny California time. And I'm not sure where in the world he is because he travels all over the place. But I am waiting to see if he texts me back to give me the 2 thumbs up. And if he doesn't give me the 2 thumbs up, then I'm probably going to go ahead with it anyway, because it's always better to ask forgiveness than permission. Hi, David. So maybe I should put my phone away and pretend if he does text me, I don't see it. Anyway, we've got a really great YouTube for you today. And winner chicken dinner first. And that was on the David Tutera Sizzix products that we took and we Stacey-fyed. We made other fabulous things using dies that were meant for invitations and party type of things, celebration type of things. I wanted to show you how you could take those same dies and totally twist them around and make something completely different, and how to look outside the box. And I'm going to ask you to do that again today, because we are going to take a kit and I'm going to ask you to look past what you see right there when you open it up and imagine what you can do to it, how you can Stacey-fy or Judy-fy or Lisa-fy or Stephen-fy or Brenda-fy or whatever your name is. Zizz it up and zhizh it up to make it your own. Okay, so winner chicken dinner first. And these are the people who won David Tutera, so you're going to get some of that fabulous product. And if your name is, gotta put the glasses on. If your name is Judy Kilgore, congratulations, Judy Kilgore. You are a winner chicken dinner at Scrapbooking Made Simple, but you are not alone. We always pick 2 winners, not 1, but 2 winners. And your comrade in arm is Donna Thomas. Congratulations. Look at how easy I said those names. Like they were just rolling off my tongue. No problem whatsoever. Donna Thomas and Judy Kilgore, congratulations. How are you going to claim your prizes? You're going to go to scrapbookingmadesimple.com. You're going to look for the link that says winner chicken dinner at the top of the page. You're going to click it, follow the directions, and then we will get your prizes out to you just as quickly as possible. So if you want to be a winner chicken dinner, you have to have a YouTube username and login. You have to subscribe. It's a little red button, subscribe to Scrapbooking Made Simple, and then you can post a comment after you're done watching this YouTube. Comments can be about anything. Tell us something happy. Tell us something that you need to get off your chest. Tell us, just share. That's all we ask, is that you share and that you keep it polite. So as I've said before, I'm not voguing, I'm not doing Madonna, for those of you who remember Madonna voguing. I'm saying this is off limits. Try to keep away from commenting about me. But anything else is fine. All right, so Judy and Donna, congratulations, and who knows, maybe it will be your turn next time. Now, I do have a lot to show you. No, my phone hasn't gone off yet. I keep waiting for it to light up to tell me that he's texted back. But David travels all over. Who knows where in the world he could be? I know he was kind of local, just a few days ago, but that was then. This is now. So like I said, it's better, I suppose, to ask forgiveness than permission. That's the devious laugh. All right, I've got a sample to show you. We're not going to take too long talking today. We're going to tilt on down and get on started, because I do have a lot to show and to share, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with this. Please remember that the hot off the press kit that I have, it was shown on HSN, and we are the only retailer to have it in store and online. We have it in store and online, but we have very limited quantities. We have several hundred, and then that's it, and it's not coming back. So if it's something you think you're going to love, pause me. How's that? Go order it and then come back and watch the YouTube, because I don't want you to miss out on it. And we just happen to have it at a better price than HSN. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna tilt on down and I'm gonna get started for today, and it's really, really good to see you. Down we go. Bye everybody. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in. I always go backwards. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I think that's pretty good, and I'm gonna show you a sample. So this was made using a hot off the press kit. And inside their kits, you get a little bit of everything. You get paper and you get die cuts, and then you take it and you jazz it on up. You Paulify it, or Donnify it, or Juliefy it, or Stacey-fy it to make it your own. And I'm going to take you through a few different things that I think you should be able to hopefully have some of this already in your crafting arsenal, so that you can take it and it's not just cut, punch, glue, and be done. Now for some of you, that's perfect. That's exactly what you want. You want to just cut it out, punch it out, put it down, put a bow on it, and call it good. And then this is a fabulous kit just the way it is. But some of you want to be a little more creative. You want to add a little bit, like I said, of your own touch to it. So I want to show you how you can do that by using a pre-made kit, whether it be this one or one that you already own or were given, or next time you look at a kit, you might be able to see it in a different way, because usually kits give you a tremendous value for your money. All right, so what do we have here? We have here, I'm gonna open it up and take it out of the shiny plastic. There we go. We have here Butterfly Garden Kit. And look at it, says for Scrapbooking Made Simple. Thank you. I love when they do that. Now, not only is everything in here that you're going to need, but of course there's samples on the front to kind of give you some guidance onto what you can do. Is it all you can do? Absolutely not. Is this all you can make? By all, no means is this all you can make. This kit will make card after card after card after card after card, layout after layout after layout. There is so much packed in it. It is exclusive. It was on HSN and now it is here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. And like I said, we're limited to what we have. But I want to show you what comes inside. Yes. Yes, okay. So each one of these is a die cut card. So each little piece is ready to be popped out. And there's pieces that are inside of other pieces and borders. And I mean, this one has the one piece here. It has another piece here. It has a third piece here, which means you can use each of these pieces individually or you can layer them together. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different die cut 8.5 by 11 sheets that give you so much. Can you imagine if you had a crafting group or a card making group or a church group or a senior group, and you, even if you cut this in half, which is what we're doing for the make and take, we're giving everybody a half of a sheet so they can decide they're going to build their own cards. But holy smokes, artichokes, a half a sheet can do at least 2, possibly 3 cards. That is amazing. So if you've got a function that you're putting together that you wanted to do a craft and you didn't want to use scissors to pop this stuff out, easy peasy. It all just pushes right out and you can pop it right on down with a pop dot or tape. So you get all of these in all the beautiful colors. But then you get the paper too. So you get absolutely gorgeous paper. And it is 8.5 by 11. And all you have to do is split it right apart. And you are ready to go. It just splits right apart. The sheets are so pretty. But that's not all of it. I have a whole nother stack here. This is all included in the kit. It is just chock full of wonderful goodies. And of course, you don't have to use all of this at one time. And you don't even have to use all of this for the die cuts that it comes with. This is something that you can keep and use all the time. And yes, we made layouts using all of this. So there we go. I just separated it all. All of this paper comes in the kit too. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. A little something for everybody. It's got vintage and it's got brights and it's got Zen-ish colors and butterflies and text and backgrounds, and it's just a little bit of something for everybody. So I want to play with this a little bit, and I'm going to pick a couple sheets that I think I want to play with. I think I might play with that one, and I might play with that one, and that one, ooh, and that one, ooh, and maybe that one. So I'm going to put these away for now. And I think I'm going to start with the sheets that I've got here. Now, normally, if you were card making, you could absolutely do what we did. Take a card base, cut your paper down to size, mat it onto your card base, and then find a coordinating sheet of die cuts to go with it. So here we've got the purple. Gosh, that one goes beautiful. Absolutely perfect with that. So those obviously coordinate together. Gosh, but you could use this one too, or this one. Can you see how everything is meant to layer and build and add to? And that's if we want to start with the die cuts. But what I want to start with is how you can take the paper and add more to it, as opposed to just cutting it and slapping it on a card base, which is perfectly fine, especially if you're going to a crop or if you're going to like I said, a function. Having something that's easy to do, that's fun, that you can do multiple different styles of. You're not going to make the same card twice, absolutely not. But let's get a little zhuzhy with it. Now, this is single-sided paper. That means it's printed onto a white paper. What does that mean to me? That means I can emboss this paper. Emboss it, yes. I have got a cute Sizzix die. It's actually a Sizzix embossing folder. Darling, isn't it? And I am going to cut it out. Now, you may want to use a trimmer. I'm just eyeballing. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to emboss right on it. Now, to do this, I need my Sizzix Big Shot machine. And I have got my standard multi-purpose platform, which is brought back. It was brought back from a while ago. They discontinued it. And then I guess we hounded enough that they finally brought it back. Thank you very much. Because your machine comes with the extended platform. And this technique will work perfectly with the extended platform. I like the small one better because about 90-95% of what I cut or what I emboss fit the small one better, and it's just easier to handle. It's easier for me to use. Now, with the platform, it gives you tab 2 and tab 1, and those tabs will tell you exactly what this platform will do. If you keep the platform completely closed, it will do wafer dies. If you open it to tab 1, well, heck, it will do embossing, it will do embossing folders, it will do 3D, and it tells you exactly how to do all of those things. Now, I am using an embossing folder. And for those of you who have never seen an embossing folder before, just super quick, this is a molded piece of plastic that has a male and a female side. And when you put them together, they match. You put your paper in it, and when you roll it through your machine, it forces that embossing. It makes it emboss, and it's beautiful. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm gonna follow my directions, which asks for here's my do not cut plate down. So one plate down, whether it be clear or colored, your embossing folder, and a second clear plate or colored plate to send it on through. And it's gonna roll fairly easy. It's gonna feel almost like it's not doing anything, but trust me, it did. Put that out of my way. Open it up. And here it is. And that's nice, but we can do more with it. We're gonna take our Sand It gadget. Sand It gadget is a sandpaper. It's made by Coordinations. It comes with refills, or you can buy refills for it. It's relatively inexpensive. The grit on the sandpaper is perfect for paper because well, if you sand hard enough and long enough, it's gonna go through. It's paper. But the Sand It gadget really is easy to hold and does a beautiful job on sanding. And because we're talking about printed paper, remember, I showed you it was white on the back. That means that when we sand it, it sands to white. And that embossing that we just did with that folder now comes into view. Oh, a little bit more in the center. Just to get. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? I know, huh? Then I could take it. Now, I didn't do a really great job trimming it. You guys might do a better job. I can take it and I can pull some of the product. And I can add and make it just darling. You know what? I think I'm just going to use Stacey tape to put it down. So let's find Stacey tape, double stick adhesive. I'm going to put it to the back of my butterfly. See how I've made it a little bit longer than it needs to be? Don't worry about that. Just get your liner piece off. See how the tape is a little too long? Just fold it back onto itself. It's double stick tape. That's what it's supposed to do. That way you get it right where you need it to be. And then I can put it there. And I can put that one down there. Little piece, rip it off because it's rippable. I used to say it was terrible, because it tears, but it's good tape, it's good adhesive, but saying it's terrible made it sound like it was terrible. And put that one there. And I have started to build a card or an embellishment for my layout, and it just took pieces of the kit and let you embellish on top of it. Let you decide what to do with it. Now I could go in there with my my glitter accents from Nouveau because this stuff dries like that. I'm obsessed with this actually, and because you put it down and you smear it with your fingers, it just adds a little bit of glitter to it. But holy smokes, it dries in like no time flat. Stickles used to be our big thing. We used to love, love, love stickles, but it took forever to dry. Now I can get something done and dried in literally under 2 minutes. So now I've added a little bit of bling to my butterfly and it's almost dry. Really, honestly, it's almost dry. It's amazing. Have no idea what Tonic has put into this, but I am in love with it because I can just go in and add just a little bit of something, something. If I just want to bling it up just a hair bit without it being too much in your face. Of course, the more bling you add. And I've got the beginnings of a card. And all I took from it was 2 butterflies. That's it. That's all I took from it. And I've got the beginnings of the card. That's because the paper is printed. It's not a solid core paper. If this was double-sided paper, you could do the same thing because double-sided paper is just printed on both sides and you can emboss it and sand it. And look at how cute it is. And then you could mat it and make whatever makes your heart happy. Very, very easy to do. So I want to show you that one more time. Only thing is I'm going to change up the machine I'm going to use. And let's see, maybe I'll use this paper. So, oh no, I think I'm gonna wait. I think I'll use, there's too many colors for me to play with. Let's do the butterflies. So I'm gonna cut my paper. And again, I would recommend you use a trimmer. I'm just freehanding. And what I want you to notice is that the word Sizzix, see where that word Sizzix is and see how my paper's white? If I were to emboss it like this, my embossing would come through on the white side. I want my embossing to come through on the pretty pattern side. So when you're using an embossing folder, you look for the name. And if it's got the name, that tells you which side is up. And you always want the pretty paper. You're holding it out like you were looking at the card. Is that what you want to see on your card? If that's what you want to see, then that's how you roll it through. If I had the white side and I held it up, is the white paper what I want to see on my card? No, I want to see the pretty paper when I hold it up. So there we go. This time I'm going to use a different machine, and let me check my phone. Nope, not yet. Oh well, I'm going to use the Texture Boutique Machine. This machine is from Sizzix. It only does embossing folders. It does not die cut at all. So you may be saying, well, Stacey, why are you showing us this machine? Because of the price. The price that I didn't quite get approval to give you yet, but we're just going to go ahead and do it. So it retails for $39.99, but I want you to be able to get this and the kit and the other stuff I still have to show you. So I'm going to hope that David is going to say, I forgive you, Stacey. And we're going to do it for $27.99. Nope, still nothing. $27.99 is what we're going to put it out on. You just have to remember it will only do embossing folders. And the embossing folders that it does are translucent. It's really meant for Sizzix product. You can use some other folders. I know the Doris folders will work in here. Some of the Spellbinders folders will work in here, but it really only does embossing folders. So if you're not a die cutter yet, but you like the idea of being able to take plain paper and make it look fabulous, and you're on a budget, this is a wonderful way to go. Now to use it, you get a little shim that sometimes you have to use, and you get 2 plates. And the important thing to know is that you never want the plates, you never want to be able to read the directions on the plates. You want the directions to be facing inward. Why? I have no clue. Next time I go down to Ellison, I'll ask. You're gonna put your embossing folder with your paper in between, and you're gonna put it into the little hole, and you're gonna roll, 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 roll. And you can see it rolls really easy. This is not hard. If you have arthritic hands, this is not going to be hard for you. It rolls very easy, especially when you're using a Sizzix embossing folder with it. It's called the Texture Boutique. Okay, can you see the embossing on there? But let's zhuzh it, bam it, Stacey-fy it, and let's take our sandpaper. And I'm only going to do half of it, just to give you an idea of what can be done. Now remember, if you sand, it's paper. You're going to sand all the way through. Might even give the edges a little bit of scuff, a little shabby chicness. Glitter cleanup cloth. It's also good for picking up all the leftover sanding. Look at how pretty is that. Now, up close, when you see it up close, you can still see the butterflies in the background, but now I've added just a bit of texture to it. Just a bit of texture. And then I can come back over and I can find, I don't want to use pink, I can find what makes my heart happy over here. Boy, there's a lot to choose from. I think I like this one. I can come back over and I can decide what else I want it to look like, what more I want to add to it. Do I want to pop things up? Do I want to pop things out? This one's super cool. Some of the things that you're able to pop out have a 3D element to it. So this one, I could pull this off and put my frame down. Let's sand the whole thing. It's going to bother me if I don't. Let's just see if I can get some of it sanded real quick. Okay, better. I'm very A-type, and it was just going to bother me until I got that done. Okay, so I could take and tape that straight down. Let's grab some Stacey tape. And just put it behind. And a little bit behind here, because this one I'm going to tape straight down to my card, to my front. Now I could put a picture in here if I wanted, if I was doing a layout or making a picture frame. I could take somebody's picture and put that right there, but I'm just going to lay it right down. And then I've got this piece here. Now what's unique about this piece is that the butterfly doesn't pop all the way out. The butterfly pops up. So it's not cut all the way through. It just pops up. And for this I would absolutely use some foam dots. Now I've got the Do Craft foam dots here, and they come in white and they come in black. I know these look yellow, right? Fussy tweezers. So I can take off my little tabs. This is where tweezers come in handy. Tweezers and readers or cheaters. Put it there. And then take off my top pieces. And let's do 2 more on the bottom. So these are uber small. These are really small squares so that you can fit them behind the smallest little places and still allow your embellishment to pop. So they've got dimension to them, and they're black. So that if you're doing something on dark cardstock, it will hide them. Oh yeah, I'm really outside the box here, but then I can put it against. My lines are by no means straight. I can put it against a piece of card base, tape it down to a card base. I could take and continue to embellish it. I could pick a sentiment that comes with it. I could put my own sentiment with it. They give you ones that are completely blank. Here, Warmest of Wishes. Let's pop that one out. And it's from a completely different page. Oh yeah, okay, that works. And I could pop that up. Oh, but I could take and add a little zhuzh to my sides. Just add a little bit of sparkle. A little bit of sparkle. And I could put that towards my top. And bam, before you know it, you're creating, you're doing, but you're not just taking stuff out of the kit. You're adding your own element to it. You're taking your embossing folders that you have, and you're adding that extra little touch to it that the kit, sometimes if you want to make it your personal, this is the way to do it. I want to do one more real quick. I want to emboss one more. And this time I am going to use that paper because I think that it's really kind of cool. I am going to take my embossing folder And I'm going to cut. So I've got these beautiful butterflies going down the side of my paper. They're beautiful butterflies. So I'm just going to cut my paper. Oh, yep, I had it right. Sizzix there. Cut my paper out. And I could absolutely, without question, put this through my Texture Boutique machine. I could bring that over. I could take my plates, put them together, see how it has Sizzix, and I've got the pretty paper. That's what you want. You want the pretty paper facing you, but you don't want the directions facing you. Still haven't quite got that down yet. And I would put it through and roll it through and emboss it. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to bring over my Big Shot machine one more time, because I'm going to take it. Don't need those plates. I'm going to take it, and I only want to emboss half of it. So all I want to emboss. I don't want to cover up those beautiful butterflies. I want them to stay just like that. So I'm going to take it, and I'm only going to emboss half my paper. And I can hear some of you say, what? Emboss half of your paper? Yes, I'm only going to emboss half my paper. You can do this. So I'm going to put it, now if I put it this way, it's going to be too wide to get through my machine. But if I turn it this way, it fits my machine perfectly. The embossing folder will fit through without any problem. You could have a longer piece of paper. You could have a long piece of paper and only emboss a very edge of it. Absolutely. Put on my clear plate. So just so you know, the sandwiches, I've got my multi-purpose platform, whether it be the extended version or the small version, and this does not come with your machine. You have to buy this separately. I've got it open to tab 1. I've got my do not cut plate down. I have got my embossing folder down, and it is going parallel in the I don't know, that would be the length by the width. It's going parallel into my machine so that I'm only embossing part of my paper, and I've got my other clear plate. Who says you have to emboss the whole thing? So simple and so easy and so pretty. So I've got embossing there. Now if you like it just that way, you can leave it just that way. But if we take the sandpaper, and we give a nice little rub, you change the entire look of the paper. You add to it. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna take my glitter cleanup cloth. So the glitter cleanup cloth is good for it's good for glitter, it's good for embossing powder. It's really good for getting up the leftover sanding. Now look at it. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. You haven't touched the butterflies at all, and then you can come in with a little bit of your glitter accents and maybe zhuzh up your butterflies just a bit if you want. Up to you. Up to you how much zhuzhing you want to do. And it's already dry. Oh, that was a lot of zhuzh. A lot of zhuzh on that one. Not as evenly dispersed as I would like it to be, but that's okay. Every butterfly has its own look, right? And I just do it with my fingers and dot it around. So now I've added some zhuzh, I've added the embossing. I can add a simple label. From the kit, put it right on top, pop it up, back it with a mat, and I am good to go. It's just that simple. It can be that simple, but we've taken it and we've added a little bit more to it because the paper is white and it's printed, and that means we can sand it. But there's more to be done. There's more to be done. The next thing I want to show you is how to make beautiful shimmer paper really, really, really simple. Make your own beautiful shimmer paper. All right, so I have got a piece of my 100-pound Simply Defined cardstock. You can use 100-pound, you can use 80-pound. The heavier, it's a little bit nicer when it's a little bit heavier. I definitely wouldn't use 60-pound, that's a little light, but 80-pound to 100-pound, which is basically your typical standard cardstock. 100-pound is a little bit nicer, but it's up to you. If you've got 80-pound, you go for it. And this time, I want to take and make pretty shimmer paper. And how do I do that? I use my Stemple paint. Easy as pie, Stemple paint. What is Stemple paint? Well, it is this creamy, shimmery, I don't want to say it's glittery, it's shimmery, and it's lovely. You definitely want to keep your lid on. You don't want to pull this all the way off. And there will come a time where you will have to mix it up where it's separated a little bit. But put your paintbrush in there and put it on your paper, and it's just a little bit of happiness. And again, it dries so fast. And the colors are beautiful. And yes, the colors will blend. So I've got my shimmer going down. A little bit more right there. And it's just gorgeous. It's not over the top. It's not like glittery. It really is shimmery. And as it dries, well, it's almost dry. That's how quick it is. And then when you layer something on top of it, it adds just that beautiful touch of finished. Now, if I were using it as a mat, like I'm doing here, oh, I've got it on my hands. If I were using it as a mat, let's take another color. Let's take that blue. So I'm just using a baby wipe to clean my brush. If you've got water handy, great. If not, baby wipes don't spill. You can't spill a baby wipe. So let's turn this over and let me cut off a piece as if I was going to make it a mat. So if you haven't learned this about me yet, I'm uber frugal. I want my things to last a really, really long time. So if I were gonna do a mat and I wanted to make my own shimmer paper, I would take my Stemple paint and I would paint it just along my edges. So I've got it right here on my lid. I would not paint my whole piece of paper. Nobody's gonna see what's underneath. You're going to tape down your top piece. So nobody's going to see what's underneath. So why use all of it? Why use more than you have to cover this up when absolutely nobody's going to see it? So when you're doing something with foil or with inks or with pastes and nobody is going to see what's here, or with ribbon, don't put ribbon all the way around your card. Nobody's going to see it. Just get it on. Oh my gosh, the colors are, that color is majestic. It's beautiful. A wet wipey to clean up. And you can see it's already dry on my craft mat. And isn't it nice that my craft mat's not going like this? It's not moving anywhere. Why? Because this is the Simply Refined craft mat and it sticks where you put it. It's not sticky on the back. There's no sticky on the back, but it's got a silicone back which allows it to sit down and doesn't move. So when you are cleaning up after yourself, you don't have to worry about your craft mat going here, there, and everywhere. Nobody needs to know that what is underneath isn't finished. If I tape this down, you can't tell me that you're going to be able to go, oh, Stacey didn't finish. No, Stacey saved product. I'm all about that. Think about how many more cards I could do with the stuff I didn't use in the center. I know, Viva Decor is probably going, thank you for that, Stacey. But it's the truth. You want to get the most out of what you've got. So whether it be, like I said, whether it be ink or pastes or ribbon or whatever, don't put it all the way on the whole card. You don't have to. And yes, it's already dry. Yes, it is already dry. I don't have to wait. I'm good to go. It's so pretty. And again, I've taken elements from the fabulous kit because the kit is fabulous. It gives you so much. But this is a way to add, that's going to bother me. This is the way to add your own to it. And if you are the crafter out there that just wants something simple, something easy, you don't want to think about it, then it's a great kit for you too, because absolutely everything coordinates. Okay, I feel better now. And look at it, it's got that shimmer and that sheen, but I didn't have to go buy expensive paper to get it. I made it myself. And again, the colors are truly beautiful. And gosh, I can't even tell you how many colors there are. Maybe there's 18 or 12. And we got the shimmer on sale. We've got they call it stamping or 3D stempel paint or stamp paint. But can you stamp with it? Yes, you can put it onto a stamp and stamp it. Is it going to give you the most beautiful stamped image ever? Probably not. Can you stamp on top of it? Absolutely. Let me bring my paper back. Let me show you some of the other colors. Love, love, love. What's this one? I don't have a piece of paper wide enough. Let's get another piece of paper out. And not that my color combinations are perfect, but it's what I have out, so it's what I'm going to play with. Love, 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 love this color. It's just sheer yummy. Are you all going ooh and ah? This color, what color is it? I know you're all gonna ask, what color is it? It is turquoise. I'm just gonna get it on. And then I've got my finger in it, but that's okay. then I could mat straight there. But look at this fabulous color. So I could paint my whole piece of paper, and then I could die cut. I could take it once it's dry, and I could die cut with it. Make beautiful flowers, make beautiful embellishments, make beautiful flourishes. What dyes do you have? Make beautiful balloons. How cute would balloons be out of this with the shimmer and the shine? But it's not glitter. So it's not so in your face. It's just really very pretty. And let's see, what other color do I have? And I just clean with a wet wipe. I've got as much on me as I've got on my wet wipe. But let's take another one and clean. And if you want to have water, you can definitely do it with water too. I just know that I tend to spill my water. Let's see what the purple looks like. How do we like the purple? It's beautiful, isn't it? It's gorgeous colors. They're beautiful. I hope the shimmer comes through. I'd feel bad if it didn't. But you can take it and you can make your own mats to it. You can take it and you can paint it directly onto your die cuts. The cuts that have that we have here. You can take it and with a little paintbrush, go ahead and paint away. Get in there if you want to add some to it. It just adds a little sparkle and a little sheen, but in a color, where the Nouveau only comes in the gold, the silver, and the clear. The Stempel paint gives you something very, very similar in a few, well, quite a few more colors, and lets you put it onto the paper. I can just go in here and paint away. Go in here and just add some beautiful accents. And because it's transparent, it doesn't cover up. It doesn't hide what's underneath. You still see all the detail of the butterfly. I'm just adding a little more to it. And because I'm using a color that's similar to what the butterfly is in, it adds some dimension and depth without taking away from the butterfly, because I'm not adding gold or silver glitter, I'm adding sheen. And it just adds a little bit of depth to that butterfly. Gosh, I don't know if it comes through or not. I hope so. I'm gonna pop it out. But this is the way that you can take things. Oh, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. This is the way you can take things that you may already own that you forgot that you have, pull them out, and just make something pretty. It never hurts to have. It never hurts to have a foundation to start with. And that's what the kit really is. It's easy to use for folks who just want to sit down and play. They just want to use what's in it, make cards after card after card, or layout after layout, or use it for mixed media. It's all that. But it can be so much more if you give it the opportunity to be that much more. It really can. It's so nice with all the little pieces. And then if you take the Stempel paint or your glitter accents or your inks from home, and you make your own mats, and you take your embossing folders and you play with the paper, you can change it up to be whatever it is you want it to be. You don't have to stay in the box. You can go out and give yourself the chance. It's just paper, and they give you a lot of paper. It's just paper. That's all this is paper. Play with it. Bend it. Move it. Make it 3D. Get it. It doesn't have to lay flat if you don't want it to. Take your little pencil and roll and get some dimension to it. You can do that. Absolutely. It just adds a little something. It adds a little bit of you. That's what you need to do. You take the kits that you either already have or the hot off the press kit that we've got for you, and you make it yours. It's Butterfly Garden is what it is. I don't know what I did with the top page of it, but it's Butterfly Garden. And they've given you so many examples of what you can do. But I think when you really just, now look at that color. Is that fabulous? Oh my goodness gracious. I just want to do something with it. I was playing with this one and I was blending colors. Ooh, shiny. Yeah, you can absolutely blend the colors. You got to be a little quick with it, but you can blend them. Let's see if I can get some color down and blend away. Let's add a little bit of pink. Have no idea what I'm going to blend to. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of that beautiful blue and blend that in and wipe off just a little bit and then go back in and blend them together. Kind of made a little bit of a purple. But they're absolutely blendable. Ooh. And then yes, once they're dry, you can stamp on top of them, you can die cut it, you can use it for your mats, you can make your own papers. It's really up to you what makes your heart happy. And when you pair it with, gosh, you could even make your mats all blended in the two colors. That would be beautiful. You could absolutely blend your mats into two colors and have it go down. It would just be lovely. But it's up to you. They give you the foundation. And if you're a beginning crafter, this is the best place to start because they've coordinated everything for you in the kit. They've matched it. They've made it easy for you to just pop everything out. Use pop dots. We have the Do Crafts. We have them in white and black, and they're inexpensive. They're $1.50 for a sheet, and you get 940 of them. And we have them in black and we have them in white. And Do Crafts, you heard me talk about Dan the Do Crafts man. Well, this is his product and we love them. They work beautifully and they're cost effective. So if you're a beginning crafter, this is an awesome place for you to start because you're going to be successful. No matter what you put together in this kit, no matter how you layer it or combine it or make it your own, you're going to be successful because they've given you everything you need to do that. All you need is some pop dots, some tape, and some card bases. If you're gonna make cards, if you're a scrapbooker, well, we've got layouts over here too. We absolutely made layouts using all of this. And again, because everything coordinates, you're going to be successful. But if you're a little bit more advanced than that, then let your imagination run a little bit more wild. Get out there and pull some of the things that you don't normally use and put it with the kit and try it and see what can happen. By just taking a piece of paper and embossing it, you change the whole look. You change the entire look. And why not? And if you don't have a big shot machine yet, if it's out of the price range, totally get it. Think about picking up a Texture Boutique if you want to be able to do embossing. You're going to love it. Again, it's very easy to roll through. The paper goes easy peasy. The embossing folders go easy peasy. Uh-oh, my mom's calling. Mom and Dad. Well, oh, that makes me sad. I still have my dad on there. It says Mom and Dad, but that's why I don't keep my phone right here because I'll look at it. So, but I'm still waiting for David to get back to me and he didn't, so I will be asking forgiveness instead of permission on the price that I'm doing this at. But again, super easy to do. Comes with everything you need with the exception of the embossing folders. And the embossing folders, again, they run about $4.99, and once you own it for a lifetime. It never goes bad. You never well, that is unless you mush it somehow. But I've never seen anybody really mush an embossing folder. You keep them forever. They're easy to store, and you can use them with all different types of paper. So if you don't have a big shot yet and you like the look, you like the idea of taking plain paper or cardstock or printed paper and making it into something more, an embossing folder is the fastest, easiest way to do that with the highest level of, everybody loves when they go, oh, amazing. So I wanted to offer it out just in case some of you aren't into a big shot yet, you're not a die cutter yet, but you really want to be able to do that embossing. And for $27.99, and then you start picking yourself up some embossing folders. Most craft stores sell them. We have literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of styles of embossing folders, and they start at, I don't know, $4.99, $3.99 when they're on sale. So it's an affordable tool that will allow you to use it again and again and again. And when you're playing with the kit, that gives you so much in it, you'll go back to them again and again and again. You may start out by just kind of copying what you see, but by the time you're done with using everything in this kit, I guarantee you will have expanded your horizons. You just do. You can't help it because you feel that creativeness coming through, and it's like, oh, but what if I try this, or what if I do that, and oh, it's you. That's when you get hooked. I will tell you, that is when you get hooked. So we have talked about the Stemple paints. I want to let you know we have the Stemple paints at 40% off. 40% off. We have limited quantity, 40% off. And so if you're an in-store person, if you're in store, and there's a color that we're out of, you're going to have to shop online for it, all right? Just giving those in-store people a heads up. We only have so much for the in-store peeps and so much for online. So if we sell out in store, just shop for it online. So we've got the Stemple paint, we've got the Butterfly Garden. Price on the Butterfly Garden, that whole kit, everything I showed you in the beginning, all the paper, all the die cuts, it retails for $29.99, and we are doing it for, I want to say, I think we're doing it for $23.99 is what we have it out for. So everything I showed you, all the paper, all those 9 sheets of die cuts, that's all in there for, I think, $23.99. So I think that's the right price. I know it's not $24.99. I think it's $23.99. So hopefully you love it, but we are also limited as to the quantity of this. We've got several hundred, but then they're gone and they are not coming back. And I want to show you samples, and then we've got the pop dots and so much beautiful things. Oh, and all the Stemple paint. Let me show you all the colors of the Stemple paint. So we've got, oh, I can't tell. Grass green. Well, that's what it looks like. That's what it should be called. I would agree with that. We've got walnut brown. We've got copper. We've got silver. We've got gold. We have got black. Now the black and the white don't have any shimmer to them, but they do let you mix and make other colors. We have red, Carmen red. We have, here's the white. We have the colors I was playing with, which is rose and violet. Oh, I got Carmen red twice. We've got the turquoise that I was playing with. We've got magenta. We have got steel. We have got light blue. That's what they're calling light blue, just so you know. Light blue. We've got lime green. I was playing with the lime green. We've got light gold. And the last colors, we have moss green. Well, yeah, that looks mossy green. and silver gold. So those are all the colors, the different colors that the 3D Stemple paint comes in, or 3D stamp paint. We've got the kit for you. We've got the Nouveau is going to still be on sale for you. And remember, this stuff dries in a heartbeat. It dries so fast when you put it on. By the time you're done rubbing it down, it's almost dry and you're ready to put your card or your layout. You're ready to finish whatever you're doing. You don't have to put it aside and wait for it to dry. Amazing colors. I will tell you, the clear, we're sold out of the clear. So if you've got clear on order, I've got plenty for you, but we're completely sold out of the clear. So we've got the gold and the silver for you, and they are on sale. And then, okay, so let's talk samples. Let's show you some pretties, shall we? Yvette made tons of cards, and I do mean tons of cards. So I'm just gonna go through them. I'm gonna push this stuff out of the way and just start showing you. These were all made with the kit. Beautiful, huh? Aren't they gorgeous, the colors? We added a little bit of ribbon, a little bit of the 3D accent, the glitter accents, and just built them and mixed and matched. Look at that, is that fabulous? Really, all we did was add the ribbon and a little bit of glitter accents on that butterfly. Oh my gosh, everything else came from the kit. I've got some larger cards. If you do bigger cards, I don't want you to think you can only do small ones. Who wouldn't like to get that in the mail? Let your dreams take flight. The sentiments are so nice. Celebrate the special moments. So if you want to do larger cards, you absolutely can. And these are on 5x7. These are on the Simply Defined 5x7 card bases. So we do A2, A6, and 5x7 card bases, and our card bases are 200 pound. They're very heavy. Most people think that there's two cards stuck together, but there isn't. So Yvette did a beautiful job. And then look at what she made. She took two of the butterflies and popped them together at the center, put some bling on them, and made the cutest little ornament. Is that darling? They come colored just like that. All she did was add a little bit of the glitter accents, the Nouveau glitter accents to it, and some bling. How cute is that? So you don't even have to do cards or layouts or mixed media. You can make pretties. And then I believe it was Doris. Oh, one more card for birthday. I think it was Doris who did the layouts, because Yvette groaned. She is more a card maker than a layout girl, and Doris does the most beautiful layouts. Well, you see them when we do a release for Simply Defined or Simply Refined. She does beautiful. And this was all done with the paper that comes in the kit. Yes, it's a 12x12 layout. We just took a piece of solid cardstock and started layering the papers and left room for 2 pictures. You can do this. Think of how many layouts. You could do a whole album, because everything is meant to mix and match. All the colors are already put together for you. Do you have an album that you need to do for somebody? Oh my gosh, wouldn't this make a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day present? Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's that one. And then we have one that's a little more zen. Again, out of the same kit, the same Butterfly Gardens kit. And this is the kit that was on HSN for a little bit more money. We're the only retail store that has it. It was done just for us. It was printed just for us. We've got it in store and online on sale. And it was designed by hot off the press. Paulette did a fabulous job, as always. All packaged in there, ready to go. All right, you guys. Gosh, I could show you, well, you've seen the paint, you've seen the demo. I think I'm good. Oh my goodness gracious, that was quick. Or did that go by really fast? Maybe it went by really, really fast. And so I'm gonna tilt on up. And I'm gonna say, hello, David. Forgiveness, remember forgiveness. I'm also gonna zoom out just a little bit because that's a little much Stacey right there going on. A little bit in your face. All right, you guys. Wasn't this a fun YouTube? Wasn't this fun to think what more you could do and take something that has already been done for you, and if you're a beginner, go with it. Or if you're at a crop, or you're with your friends at a card meetup and you just want to play out of that kit, you could play all day long out of that kit. Or if you want to zhuzh it up or Stacey-fy it or Dawnify it or Tammyify it or Joeify it or Jeffify it, you can do that too. Just take some of the things you already have and pull them out and incorporate them into the kit to add a little something, something, a little bit of you. So it's me, Stacey, Scrapbooking Made Simple. Where are you going to find all these great products? You're going to find them at scrapbookingmadesimple.com. You're going to look for the YouTube Yummy. It's at the very top, right underneath categories. There's a link that says YouTube Yummies. That's where you're going to find all of this great product. Remember, the Stemple paints are on sale for 40% off. We've got the card kit on, or the butterfly garden kit on sale. We've got the Texture Boutique Machine on sale. And he still hasn't texted me back. I'm thinking he might be on an airplane somewhere, but oh well. That's a great price, and I wanted to make it affordable so that if you aren't ready for a big shot machine, or if it's just out of the budget right now, but you love embossing, now you can do embossing too. All right, it's me. I will see you next week. I can't wait. And have a good one, everybody. Bye. Counting down to YouTube number 200. Woo! Bye, guys.